Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. This is Tiger Lilith Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a full moon spread for Libra placements. Hello, Libras. Hope everyone is good and well. This is going to be for the December full moon on December 18th. The spread should take a look at the energies from the past 2 weeks. But just going to say all the spreads I've done up until this point have felt like energies from culminating from either the new moon in Gemini in June, because this full moon is in Gemini. It could also be, honestly, as far back as the past 2 to 3 years. We'll see what comes out, Libra, but that's just kind of how things have been going. And then at the end, I'm going to pull an oracle card, and we'll see how you can integrate the Gemini energy of the full moon with Sagittarius energy, because that is the season that we are in. All right, Libra. So it looks like past 2 weeks, 2 to 3, 2 weeks, 6 months, or 2 to 3 years, you've really made an effort. Before I started your spread, I cleansed with sage, Palo Santo, and I got a very watery feeling for you, like that you were going more with the tides. I don't know how else to say it. So the Six of Swords is the first card that comes up under what has reached its peak from the past 2 weeks, 6 months, or 2 to 3 years. So the Six of Swords, where to show gratitude, what gift has come in that span of time. So I think from the past 2 to 3 years is what I'm going to say. The gift that you've received is the Six of Swords. You've learned how to walk away. You've learned how to leave conflict behind. You've learned how to rely on advisors, mentors, people that you consider wise counsel. You've learned how to rely on them, because this person is moving away towards calmer shores. You might have had to do this to protect yourself and possibly a child or someone younger than you, or it's just that energy of having to protect maybe even like the child within by leaving some sort of very argumentative, challenging energy, an energy that left you, I feel, mentally exhausted as well. And this can be symbolic of a spiritual mentor or advisor that's leading, right? He's the one that's rowing here, so he is leading this journey. So think what the Spirit is asking you to show gratitude towards is that you were powerful enough to leave these situations, and you also were vulnerable enough to trust someone that you consider wiser to take you away from these choppy shores, to show you how to leave the situations, right? Maybe you left situations in the past in a kind of volatile way. Maybe you would burn bridges before. This is a more gentle leaving to me. This is just calmly moving away from the choppy waters. It's not causing strife or burning it down or anything. So I think you've learned a lesson of something about peace. I think the Nine of Swords, where are you breaking a cycle? This could feel like where you're experiencing a revelation. Energy shifting from darkness into light. You're breaking a cycle of mental anxiety. I think from you're breaking that cycle by leaving the situations completely, by not engaging in energies that were causing you so much exhaustion and sleepless nights. And this was all in your mind. And I think you knew that, Libra. I think that's why you left these behind. Because one thing about the Nine of Swords here is it symbolizes mental, right? All the swords are up here on the wall. The man is kind of like crying out in pain, but he's not in physical pain. He's sleeping in a bed. He has a blanket for warmth. He has somewhere to rest his head. He has his loyal companion. So the card is also symbolizing he is not actually in dire straits, but in his mind, that's what he feels like. He feels he's experiencing insomnia and almost like mania is what it almost feels like, especially with the Tower down here. And the Three of Swords, yeah. So something was causing you a lot of pain, A lot of mental anguish, again, possibly sleepless nights, depression, anxiety, and you knew that it was all in your head, and so you finally have learned to just walk away from the energies altogether. What to embrace is the Tower. So this is something you might have felt or intuited in the past. I think Libra, really what this is that because you are choosing to engage in different not engage in combative energy anymore, and just choosing calmer waters in general, choosing wiser and older people. Maybe you're spending your time around older people now, and you're not engaging with immature energies, and it's causing something very shocking in your life to happen, something to crumble down. A foundation is coming, is coming down, but this is also what to embrace, because I think it's going to shine the light on who truly has your best interest at heart, is what I feel. We'll see when we clarify more. This is where you could be feeling conflicted, how you can express yourself more authentically. The Seven of Coins. I think you're feeling conflicted about what to save and what to harvest. The Seven of Coins is about, he's planted this tree, and the Seven Pentacles are what he's grown so far. And he's considering, interesting, we have the loyal dog companion again. Might be something about loyalty too, Libra. Lesson learned, or just this full moon is illuminating the importance that you have, like, you're realizing the importance of loyalty in your friendships and in your relationships, maybe even in the workplace. So where you're feeling conflicted is the tree is planted and Seven Pentacles have grown from it. He's looking out into the distance as to looking in the future, but also seeing if there's anything to harvest here. So I almost feel like you're having a hard time restraining yourself from harvesting your pentacles and to continue on. I think that there's that you're feeling, this could be spending money too, where you're feeling conflicted, spending too much, or just in your material world, you're feeling, we'll see when we clarify. I'm not quite sure there. What to put to use. Lessons of the past 2 weeks, 6 months, or 2 to 3 years is the Three of Swords. Yeah, something like this caused you great depression and anxiety and mental anguish, and it was heartbreak of some kind. The Three of Swords is about heartbreak, but it's also about healing and forgiveness. So whatever hurt you and caused you this Nine of Swords energy to feel this awful mental anxiety, those lessons are also what to put to use moving forward. And that's how you release that mental anxiety, is by putting the lessons of healing and forgiveness that you learned through your pain and anguish, and by being maybe a little more loving, gentler, kind. The Six of Cups ends, and I mean with your words, I'm not implying that you're not kind, Libra, but maybe, again, we have a lot of swords here. Right? Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, the Tower, Scorpio energy as well. It's a lot of unsettled and unsettled energies that require healing in order to move forward. So that's why I say put those lessons to use, because you've done the work of healing. And by putting the lessons to use in your own life, you will be kinder to yourself as just by default, right? The Six of Cups, magic and wisdom of this moon phase, or the guiding card, is the Six of Cups. Childhood, the Six of Cups has been coming up a lot for people. Temperance is at the bottom of the deck here. Have patience. You're integrating. Something is coming together. You're integrating like your two worlds, the outer world and the inner world. And this takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. The Seven of Coins here as well, I think, is another message to be patient. So there's something you're feeling, I think, the need to rush towards. But the overarching energy here is the Six of Cups, which is returning back to a more playful, childlike, nostalgic energy. It's also feeling comfortable being with people like you grew up with, this energy could be coming out a lot because it is the holiday season and people tend to reunite during this time with others we grew up with, we've known for long periods of time. So it could just be spending time with those people is going to make you feel like you can be comfortable in yourself, be a little more vulnerable and open. Okay, let's see. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups under where to show gratitude, where to find the gift. That's what's happened in the past 2 to 3 years, I think. Something made you feel, the Four of Cups is usually about, it's boredom, contemplation, having to step back, apathy, but it's because there was something painful that happened. In this card, I feel like it's you taking on too many burdens. These 3 cups, it's almost like allowing 3 different energies and all these emotions to fill you up. And then there was no room left for you. And that's why you had to move away with the Six of Swords, get out of, it was starting to feel like choppy waters. It was starting to feel overwhelming and like, almost like you had to fight to be seen is what I feel like. Maybe you were feeling really unseen in a friend group. And so you had to move away because you felt lonely even when you were around friends. Like you had to fight for attention, and not fighting for attention like a look at me energy, like just fighting to even feel like you were part of the energy you were around. So you're walking away from it now. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Hierophant, or where you breaking a cycle. There could have been a mental anxiety. The Nine of Swords energy could have been caused by traditions, something that you were doing in your life. This is usually a card of a spiritual mentor, the Hierophant. It controls marriage and legalities in a way, but it's more linked to spirit, like institutions, spiritual things, churches. It's a spiritual authority, right? It's about faith and tradition. So if you're breaking this cycle, with the Nine of Swords here, I feel like there was something about your faith and tradition, something about your own personal beliefs, the way that you conducted yourself, that was causing you mental anxiety and anguish. And again, I really do have to feel like this has to do more with the energies that you were around. You're raising the vibration of the energies that you're surrounding yourself with. I really think so. I think that's why the Tower is here too, is what to embrace, because this can feel hard, Libra. I think you felt really lonely. And I think a Tower moment is not what you're looking for right now, because I think that you don't want to lose more people. I think you feel like you've lost a lot of relationships. You see, the Star comes out right after the Star clarifies the Tower, and in the Tarot, the Star comes right after the Tower. So this Tower moment has to happen, and that's why Spirit is encouraging you to embrace it. Let the cards fall where they may, if you will. And then the Star, heal, cleanse, right? We have Sage here. This might be suggesting that you do some sort of cleansing ritual in your home, in your environment. But I think you are cleansing. This Tower is cleansing your entire energy. And so, yeah, the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Relationships that haven't been serving you. Oh, wow, this is a big energy, Libra. This is really difficult. I think the Star, healing, looking forward too, looking towards the future, not being, I feel like this is saying to embrace not ruminating in the past. Don't look back. Embrace the Tower, embrace the healing that it brings you, and look forward. Keep moving forward. Where are you feeling conflicted? The Seven of Coins is clarified by strength. Okay, you are having a hard time integrating or taming the beast inside. right? Strength is about taming the wild energy inside of us so that we can harness compassion and so that the wild energy, that natural energy that's inside of us comes out in a acceptance and compassion. You're feeling conflicted about acceptance and compassion, I think, because it's because once we have sequential again, 7 to 8 here. I think you know that you need to hold on to something. I think you're tempted to harvest something, and it's premature, and you really need to, and you're having a hard time harnessing the strength. I feel like you're being tempted, especially with that devil card that showed itself at the bottom. I think you're being tempted to, 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You could be tempted to move, to sell your home, to pick up and leave, to just say goodbye to everything that you have grown so far and start brand new. Wow. Yeah, Libra, something really affected you the past 2 to 3 years. I mean, aside from this, I realize COVID has been almost the past 2 years. Yeah, the Chariot, clarifying the 3 of Swords. You want forward movement. You want to move. The Chariot can be the card of moving locations, actually moving homes. And wherever you are, I think your home might have caused you heartache and pain. This might have to do with where you lived, but what to put to use either way is the lessons from that and forward momentum. The Chariot is about our willpower. The lesson this taught you to find yourself. It taught you to be stronger. It taught you to find the strength that you already had inside of yourself, brought it to the forefront. You can put the pieces of the puzzle together. Maybe it caused you to stand on your own and have to live alone or buy a home. Something about your home and doing it by yourself because of heartbreak, but you did it, and you should feel just really proud of yourself, Libra, and really good about yourself. Okay, all right. Let's clarify the 6 of Cups at the end here. 6 of Cups. It's a really nice energy, Libra. Wow, yeah, the High Priestess with the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups could also be soulmate energy in love readings sometimes, about childhood, right? Someone that has been around, a soulmate connection. I think there are more than one soulmate connection. So the High Priestess, clarifying this, excuse me, is telling me that you are connected. Especially the Hierophant and the High Priestess out here, Libra, with the Star. There is such a healing and the strength. There's such a healing, strong energy here, and very connected to the outer world, very connected to what is around you, very aware right now, trusting that awareness. You could be connecting to your past, to memories. This awareness could be coming to you through nostalgia. It could almost feel like you're getting downloads, like chakra, white light. You might be doing white like a crown chakra meditations. Or if you're not, that could be something you could do. Wow, the Tower at the bottom of the deck here at the end of the reading. So we have the Tower twice. Something really... and this came out of nowhere. I think you did not expect this Tower moment. Whatever this Tower moment was that is causing you to have to heal so much with this heartbreak, it was heartbreak. This was a relationship, Libra. This was either a relationship that ended or you lost a home. Or the relationship that ended and caused you to have to move to a new home, or the other person moved out. I'm having a hard time seeing it any other way. It could be, absolutely. But I think that it was heartbreak, it was healing, and it had to do with your home. Could have been family, but I feel more of your actual location, where you are living. Not so much like a childhood home. Even though we have the Six of Cups at the end here, I think that's with the High Priestess, I think what that is the past is linking you. It's like the past is the link to your present, because it's a link to all of the energy that lies in between. Your intuition, what you remember, what you can't, pardon me, what you can't forget, Libra. What is in your bones, and how the universe is connected to that, how the infinite power that you have too, the infinite knowledge you're connected to right now is through your own history, through your own nostalgia and memories. Centering is the oracle card here for how to integrate the Gemini moon, the energy of how we live our day-to-day life, how we communicate day-to-day with people, and Sagittarius, our philosophies and life ideals. So when we how to bring those two things more into harmony, centering. The delicate form of a Victorian fairy is centered within the elegant constraints of an ornate picture frame. She sits with ease and grace, comfortable in her own skin and confident that she will not fall. She has gathered an armful of forget-me-nots, holding them closely to show the importance of remembering her message. See, remember what you can't forget, Libra. I almost feel like these last two cards here, the Six of Cups and the High Priestess, is telling you to time travel. Meditate and just let your mind go back to your childhood, to your past, and just see where that brings you. See where that takes you. The centering card invites you to align with your core essence and go forward in life from a strong position of unification. The temptation to define our reality through family, job, or achievements can distract from our spiritual essence and clip the wings of our freedom. Life is constantly changing and calls us to be flexible and centered to survive. By focusing attention inward, like the High Priestess, right, with the meditation, things like that, meditation connecting to your crown chakra, you doing visualization, you gain strength to act as opposed to react to external influences. Prioritizing core values and beliefs provides a strong foundation to realign your energies. In the present, conserve your valuable energy for where, when, and how it is most needed. Once realigned, you will feel the benefit of meeting life from a position of centeredness and clarity. And I think that's exactly what you've done, Libra. You're the Six of Swords. This was you walking away from what wasn't serving in you anymore and realigning. Sixes are about recalibrating and resetting. It's exactly what you've done, right? So I think you're going to find a lot more centered energy in the weeks, months to come. I will leave you with this. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, please like, subscribe, let me know in the comments. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.